President Trump and his massive spending bill for the rich, he's still trying to get people to sign it. And it seems like he is running into problems. But let's get into what we're learning.
President Trump had a busy day trying to convince holdout Republican senators to support his budget bill. He also had a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin about Russia's war with Ukraine. Erica Brown reports from the White House.
President Trump is meeting with some Senate Republicans Wednesday who still have questions about his massive spending package. Some Republican senators have criticized what the president calls his one big beautiful bill, calling for steeper spending cuts.
We've got to sharpen the pencil when we go to the White House today. Well, I'm sure we'll have a discussion about ways we have to do it. But the House had a good start, but we're not done yet.
The Congressional Budget Office released a new estimate projecting the bill would add $2.4 trillion to the deficit over the next 10 years. It also says cuts to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act would result in nearly 11.
Okay, so y'all need to hear this and understand this. Remember all of the lies that Donald Trump was telling y'all about this bill that he's saying, oh, it's going to save. Are you guys listening here? So this bill that lying ass Donald Trump claimed that he is Captain Save-A-Ho when all he doing is stealing and killing. This budget is going to increase the deficit. Hello. So while he's telling y'all lying like most convicts do, the budget is actually increasing. But wait a minute, because lying ass criminal convict Donald Trump said that he was doing what now? Yeah, make it make sense. This motherfucker is lying again.
Million people losing health insurance over the next decade.
There's a cold, harsh.
It also says cuts to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act would result in nearly 11 million people losing health insurance over the next decade.
Okay, let's sum this up. So not only is this plan that this weird retardo has put together because we know he's an idiot and he can't add, not only is it going to increase the debt by $2.4 trillion over 10 years, it's going to cut Medicaid. You got senior citizens on Medicaid. You have people who are disabled on Medicaid. So it says this will result in $10.9 million cut in Medicaid. So now we'll have not only your old mother or your old grandmother who is disabled, can't work. Guess what? They not going to have health insurance. So this is the criminal mother that y'all voted for, that you idiots, some of y'all in the comments keep saying, oh, Donald Trump, oh, Donald Trump. So hopefully you'll be saying that when your grandmammy die, because if they don't fix this, when this weird criminal thief gets out of the White House, who do you think it's going to affect? It's not going to affect his mammy or his grandmammy per se. It's going to affect you. So while y'all sitting your dumb tails up here and you voted for Donald Trump, you should feel like an idiot right about now.
There's a cold, harsh reality.
It also says cuts to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act would result in nearly 11 million people losing health insurance.
We've got to sharpen the pencil when we go to the White House today. Well, I'm sure we'll have a discussion about ways we have to do it. But the House had a good start, but we're not done yet.
The Congressional Budget Office released a new estimate projecting the bill would add $2.4 trillion to the deficit over the next 10 years. It also says cuts to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act would result in nearly 11 million people losing health insurance over the next decade.
There's a cold, harsh reality that this bill is just tax breaks for the ultra-wealthy, paid for by gutting health care for up to 16 million Americans.
The White House has pushed.
Okay, so let's get into it. And we've talked about this before. So Donald Trump's stupid ass plan is only for the wealthy. And guess what? You mothers are not wealthy. If you're watching this video, chances are you are not wealthy. So you are rooting for a criminal convict that don't even like you. In fact, everything he does is for bullshit people like him. So think about it. He gonna take away your grandmama and your mamas because they gonna get old too. Medicaid so that he can get a couple of more billions in his pocket. Now, what is that for the asshole that you voted for? Let's hear it again because y'all don't believe it.
Have a discussion about ways we have to do it. But the House had a good start, but we're not done yet.
The Congressional Budget Office released a new estimate projecting the bill would add $2.4 trillion to the deficit over the next 10 years. It also says cuts to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act would result in nearly 11 million people losing health insurance over the next decade.
There's a cold, harsh reality that this bill is just tax breaks for the ultra-wealthy, paid for by gutting health care for up to 16 million Americans.
The White House has pushed back on a previous warning from the CBO that the bill adds to the deficit.
This is an institution in our country that has become partisan and political, and we are very confident in our own economic analyses of this bill.
President Trump also spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin for more than an hour Wednesday as his administration pushes for a peace deal to end the war in Ukraine. Trump said he had a good conversation with Putin, but not one that would lead to immediate peace. He says Putin stressed that Russia will respond to Ukraine's latest drone attack on Russian airfields.
President Trump added President Putin offered to help end discussions with Iran about ending that country's nuclear program.
What do you guys think? Now, do you believe that this bill that Trump has proposed is for nobody other than rich people like him? I mean, it is not going to do anything for anybody else. Your mama, your grandmama, and possibly you, if you depend or at some point you feel like, you're going to retire and be able to use Medicaid. With this asshole in office, you will not be able to do this. So ask yourself why you are going to put in the comments, my good old president, convict Donald Trump. Just ask yourself with a couple of brain cells that you have left, why did you vote for this a-hole? This why? Like, ask yourself, why would you vote for somebody that got 30-something felonies on their record? I mean, well, I guess if you voted for him, knowing he had all these felonies, you probably just as dumb as he is, right? So, buh.